Hi everyone, I am Kate and welcome to this episode of Kate's Kitchen. Today we are making enchiladas, hamburger and cheese enchiladas, very simple and not a huge amount, just a smaller size pan. So we will have our hamburger that you'll need, I'd say about like a pound. I'm trying to do better about my measurements. We've got garlic powder, cumin, and chili powder. You can also use some cayenne pepper if you like it spicy. I don't make mine too spicy. I've also got some tomato sauce I'll be using here. So to get started, I am cooking the meat. I do want to say one of the things I've never really liked about making enchiladas was getting the corn tortillas soft. I used to initially, when I started making enchiladas, put them in oil each side and get them soft that way. So today is going to be very different because I don't like using all that extra oil and stuff in my enchiladas. So what I like to do is place them, for example, over the meat when it's steaming and get them soft that way. So go ahead, start cooking your meat. And for the seasonings, we're going to do a tablespoon of chili powder, a half of a teaspoon of garlic salt, and a bunch of cumin. So about another tablespoon of one tablespoon of the cumin. And then we're going to mix that all around. And it may seem like a lot, but again, we're going to use this as our sauce as well, and what's going to be flavoring and softening the corn tortillas. So you just want to make sure that all of this meat is cooked all of the way, very thoroughly. You don't want to leave any red in it. So we're going to take this pan here and we're going to just pour enough tomato paste or sauce in there to coat the bottom. And let's get back to the meat. So at this point, what I like to do is add some water, turn the heat down a little bit, and I like to use the white corn tortillas. So what I'm going to do is lay a few of the tortillas on top of here and allow that steam coming up to soften them for me. And I am actually prepping for dinner. That's what's great about making this meal, is it is something that you can prepare it now, stick it in the refrigerator, heat it up later, and still have a nice hot dinner. And using a lid will also help those get a little softer too. So you should end up with these rather flimsy, and they're going to be hot, so definitely do this, like, you know, doing what you're comfortable doing. They are hot. Or use tongs, but tongs would make them fall apart. So you're just gonna repeat this process of softening your tortillas, doing this if you're comfortable doing that. As you can see, I'm just gonna lay them out in the pan like that. So again, you just want them flimsy. So you're going from this to this. See, there's a huge difference there. And I've got a bowl because one thing you don't want is for them to get too flimsy. You just don't. So I'm putting those in there while I'm getting the rest of everything ready. And at this point, your meat is ready too. So I just start to put that in the pan. Add some cheese. Another really good idea that I do sometimes is add beans to the meat mixture, just so that we have a little more substance, you know, when we are eating, I guess you could say, something a little more substantial there. So again, just layering it up. And again, the heat I'm using, it's close to low. It's enough for it to be simmering, but not cooking it and drying out all of the water that we need, which is essentially our sauce. So as you can see now, the water is really dissipating. So I am going to add some more so that we can get this last layer done. And if that happens to where you're going to have to add some more water, you can just add it, and then you're going to have to obviously wait for it to heat up. If you're feeling like you want to add some more seasonings, go ahead and you can do that too, which I think I'm actually going to do. So again, we're now on 2 tablespoons of cumin. The one from earlier, and then this one equals 2. So a total of 2 tablespoons used. One tablespoon of the garlic, or I'm sorry, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, and I'm not filling that all the way. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of the garlic salt, or close there too. So a few things with this. If you notice that your seasoning slash sauce at this point looks too thick, add more water. This is also an opportunity for you to be able to taste test this and see if you like the flavor of it as well. But again, if it looks too thick, Definitely add some more water to help lessen it to a taste you'd like or a consistency you'd like. And this is how it should look so far. We're just waiting on this to heat up or for them to get soggy, which is already happening. Again, this is hot, so if you choose to use your hands, be cautious. And if you use your fingers or your hands to do the tortillas like this, you are taking that risk. I am not liable. I'm just putting that out there. And you do want to make sure you're mixing all of those spices in there very good. And you can adjust the seasoning if you maybe want to add less chili powder or more, or whatever the case may be. So now I'm just going to pour this last bit all over everything. And I'm going to add just a little bit of tomato sauce. I don't like a whole bunch, and it's not going to be in any sort of awesome fashion there. Just kind of on there. And again, you're going to want to make sure you mix your spices well, because they will start to burn, and you can kind of see on mine where maybe I should have mixed it better. I don't know. We'll see how these come out. And then plenty of cheese. And this is just a medium cheddar cheese that I am using. Now we have the enchiladas. I'm going to cover mine with something and save them and cook them a little later, but we'll check back in then. All right, so let's go ahead and get these bad boys put into the oven. Again, 350 degrees, preheated. And we're going to set a time for 35 minutes, and we'll check back in then. So at this point, I have cooked the enchiladas for 35 minutes. And honestly, I'm not happy with, one day I'm going to drop all the food. The way the cheese has melted, I don't know. But they're done. I'm calling it. And we will now taste them after they cool down. So here we have it. And I will be eating mine with some sour cream, some pico de gallo salsa, more or less, and some avocado. So let's see what it tastes like. It is very good. If you all make this, I hope you enjoy it. If you have enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Have a good meal.